So I'm at a crossing a couple of days ago with my guide dog. My guide dog's name is Neeson. Neeson is a yellow Labrador retriever. This is his cameo. Hey, bud. Good boy. Okay, down you go. So I'm at a crossing with my guide dog a few days ago, and we're waiting for the light cycle to refresh. So for those of you who don't know, when a blind person comes to a crossing, they don't generally just cross the road when the light is in their favor. They will wait for the cycle to refresh, so they're not in the middle of an intersection when the light changes. So this is what I was doing, right? I was waiting for the light cycle to refresh. This lady taps me on the shoulder and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, would you like some help crossing the street?" And I said to her, "No, we're good, but thank you for your help. I appreciate you offering to help me." She then proceeded to get in my face, totally ignoring social distance etiquette, and yelled in my ear, "Would you like some help crossing the street?" And I'm backing away, my hands are up, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I heard you the first time. I appreciate you asking me if I want some help, but I'm okay, thank you." The light changed, and Neeson and I went on our way. So this got me thinking, because it's happened to me before, and it's happened to blind friends of mine before, where sighted people feel the need to talk louder when they are talking to us than they would normally talk to a sighted person. Now, I don't know why this is. I don't know how this got started. I don't know where it got started. My ears are better tuned to my environment than most sighted people's ears are, and it's not because my hearing is better, it's because I rely on it more. So it's kind of ironic that a sighted person feels the need to yell at me when I'm right in front of them and I can hear them perfectly fine. The reason why this bugs me is because it's just another example of a misconception when it comes to blind people. Like, blind people already have a bad rap in society when it comes to how people view them. Like, people don't think that blind people can do anything for themselves, and this is evident in the workforce. It's evident in social settings as well. Because blind people do stuff differently than sighted people do, the sighted world, I don't know if it's a case of they take pity on blind people or they just don't view them as equal, which is really, really sad. Another example of this, a number of years ago I met a woman and we hit it off pretty well. While I was just getting to know her, she would be constantly remarking on how cool it was that I could text her or I could meet her somewhere without her having to come and get me. Long story short, she had never been around a blind person until we met, so her perception of a blind person was very inaccurate, very archaic, and in the 21st century, I find that pretty sad. I do. There are videos all over my channel. That's just my dog having a chew on his bone. There are videos all over my channel of me doing stuff. I'm in the kitchen. I'm doing stuff in there. I'm out and about with my guide dog. I'm showing people how I navigate my environment. Just because somebody does something in a different way than how you do it doesn't mean that something is a less effective way of doing it. And it really bothers me when sighted people feel the need to adjust how they communicate based on the fact that they are communicating with somebody who can't see. When I communicate with somebody, no matter what the environment is, I don't modify how I talk to them based on their skin color or their gender, body size, disability if they have one. I treat everyone the same, and it's not something I need to try to do. It's just second nature to me. So I don't know why it's not second nature to a sighted person to just be themselves when they're communicating with someone who can't see. I don't fathom that. Maybe if there's a sighted person that watches this video, maybe comment and explain. I'd love to hear the perspective of a sighted person on this. I don't really know how to end a video like this because I've never really done one. I guess I just want to advocate for blind people. You know, like there are many blind people that are more independent than some sighted people that I know. That is sad. You know, like blind people don't let their disability hinder them when it comes to doing stuff they want to do. You know, so if you are a sighted person and you interact with a blind person, there is no need to treat them with kid gloves. There's no need to speak slower or louder or anything like that. Just be yourself. They will appreciate you more for who you are if you do that than if you come across as somebody who feels the need to put their kid gloves on so they can have a conversation. I hope this resonates with somebody. And if so, great. You know, change the world one person at a time. See you next time. Cheers.